Good morning, students. Today you are going to study about plant hormones. First, you can recall about what I have taught already. Plant hormones, otherwise called phytohormones, it's an organic molecule produced in very low concentration in plants. It is responsible for morphological, physiological, and biochemical characters. There are 5 types of plant hormones: auxin, cytokinin, gibberellin, abscisic acid, and ethylene. You know, the first discovered plant hormone is auxin. Then the plant hormone responsible for cell division is cytokinin. Let's see the third one, gibberellin. The most abundantly found plant hormone is gibberellin. Scientist Kurosawa in the year of 1926 observed some plants in the rice field were grow very taller, and he gave the name for that as a disease, Buchanan disease or foolish seedling disease. Later on he found that it is the fungal infection, then that fungus name Gibberella fungicori. Then the active substance responsible for that elongative growth of the plant is the gibberellic acid. What is that? Gibberellic acid. The fungus responsible is Gibberella fungicori. That disease name is Buchanan disease. Let's see the physiological effects of gibberellin. It stimulates the extraordinary elongation of internode. First, you know what is meant by node. The point of attachment of the leaf on the stem is node. Then the distance between the two node is called internode. So this part elongation is done by gibberellin. Example, corn and peas. Then treatment of rosette plants with gibberellin induces sudden shoot elongation followed by flowering. See, some dwarf plants are there. If we are applying this gibberellin, means sudden shoot growth will happen. After that, flowering also will be there. That is called bolting. Then it is helping for production of more number of male flowers in the monoecious plants. Example, cucurbits. Then it will break dormancy of potato tuber. Dormancy means resting period, inactive period. All the plants, seeds and buds undergo this resting period, inactive period. After this resting over only, it start to germinate. So here this gibberellin, it is helping for breaking the dormancy of potato tuber. Then it is more efficient than auxin in inducing the formation of seedless fruits. Example, tomato. You know what is meant by seedless fruits? Parthenocarpic fruits. So here it is helping for extraordinary elongation of internode, then growing the rosette plants. That process is called bolting. Then production of male flowers, breaking dormancy, then parthenocarpic fruits. Let's see abscisic acid. Abscisic acid ABA, growth inhibitor, which regulates two processes. One is abscission, then another one is dormancy. You know very well what is meant by dormancy, the inactive period, resting period. Then abscission is the separation of leaves, flowers and fruits from the branch. Say if the old leaf wanted to fall from the branch, so it undergo a process. That process is called abscission. Then it is called as a stress hormone. You know very well our body during emergency situations secretes some hormones. Like that, plant also secretes some hormones to tackle that emergency situation. It want to tolerate that situation. So it is called stress hormone. Which one? Abscisic acid. Then it is found in the chloroplast of cell. Here we can see the physiological effects. It promotes the process of abscission. You know what is meant by abscission. Then during water stress and drought condition, this abscisic acid causes the stomata to close. If it is open, so all the water may evaporate out. For that only it may cause the stomata to close. Then promote senescence in leaves by causing the loss of chlorophyll. Senescence means the process of aging. Process of aging. Then it induces the bud dormancy. It induces the bud dormancy towards the approach of winter in trees like birch. So it induces bud dormancy, but gibberellin breaks the dormancy. ABA is a powerful inhibitor of lateral bud growth in tomato. So it will be the inhibitor of the lateral bud growth in tomato. Dear students, I will give some questions. You can study thoroughly and write as a self-test.